Berms taking a beating from relentless storm surge. Right now, people living along El Dorado Boulevard in Cape Coral have been watching the water just stream in due to a broken berm that's meant to keep the flooding out from the Yucca pens. Hello, I'm Russ McCaskey.
I'm Amanda Hall. A resident tells Wink News it's been this way for years. She wants a fix now. That's where we find Wink News reporter Amy Gallo. Amy, how much water is being let in?
Right now, the steady stream of water that was making its way in has slowed down to a trickle. I want to show you why. First of all, this is that bit of water that is making its way through. If you look at the rest of this pile of black dirt, this dirt is a makeshift berm that Crystal and her neighbor put up to try to stop that water from making it into her backyard. Now, she knows this is only a temporary fix, so she's worried about what could happen if another major hurricane or storm rolls through. A swamp. That's the best way to describe Crystal McLaren's backyard after Tropical Storm Debbie.
We got, I think, 6 inches of rain here locally. I didn't notice a huge problem until this morning when I went out in my driveway and in my side dog yard that the water was actually flowing kind of like a stream.
A stream that flows directly from this breached berm into Crystal's backyard on El Dorado Boulevard.
There's no end to it. The amount of water is, it's lakes back there flooding for miles and miles and miles.
Crystal lives right by the Yucca Pens Preserve. When Irma hit, she had no problem. The berm did its job. But for about 4 years, a portion of it has been broken.
The water has nowhere else to go, and it just comes out and on my property.
Which made Hurricane Ian a nightmare.
The water came up about 3 feet into the whole home, and it ran. The amount of damage was done because not only did the water come in, but it ran for probably about 4 days like a river coming through my house.
Though Debbie didn't cause the water to reach Crystal's home this time.
This morning it was kind of like PTSD from Ian, like, oh my gosh, how long is it going to be again before this water starts coming into my house?
For now, Crystal and her neighbor put up this temporary fix, and she's spent thousands in drainage systems of her own. But she knows it's not enough.
And the dirt's not going to stay there for very long. It's only about 1.5 feet high, but it's enough for this storm. If we get another major hurricane, I'm going to be in the same, position that I was.
I've reached out to the city of Cape Coral to try to find out who is responsible for the upkeep of this berm and can they do anything to fix it. They did respond and said they're searching for an answer, and as soon as I get one, I'll bring that to you. But for now, live in Cape Coral, Amy Gallo, Wink News.